Hi, I'm Cody. Welcome to the podcast. A little bit about me. I don't like people. I'm fairly introverted, so I won't talk unless I really have important opinions on a topic.
Hi, I'm Cole Berthiaume. I'm his brother. I'm currently going to St. Cloud Tech for college. I try to be a little more open-minded than the rest of these guys, and I'm trying to be a little more hopeful, a little more optimistic. We'll see how that goes.
Hi, I'm Quinn Radeke. I like to think that I can be open-minded as well. I mean, I am pretty opinionated, and I probably could be a little more optimistic. I'm just not. A little bit more about me. I go to St. Cloud Tech. I'm just getting my 2 years right now, and then hopefully transferring to state. I like college. I like learning. I like the diversity in the colleges, and that's just a little bit about me.
Hi, I'm Ben. I'm a musician. I'm an outdoorsy person. I'm pretty introverted. That's pretty much it.
And I'm Collin. I have similar hobbies to Ben, and I'm the tech guy. So that's pretty much all I have to say.
All right, for our first topic today, we're going to be talking about AI and robots and that sort of deal. These guys have pretty strong opinions about it, so I'm going to try and keep it calm, try and break up any yelling. So hopefully they won't be yelling over each other too much. All right, let's begin.
And to note, two of these, Cole and Cody, are getting robotics degrees.
Yeah,
too.
they're part
Instrumentation, not robotics anymore.
Oh, okay.
I'm not really sure where I'm going, but it's somewhere in the robotics program.
So you're part of the problem. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Quinn.
Yep. Just saying. Cody, what are you going for?
Instrumentation. That's working on dials and stuff that measures, like readouts, like for Collin. If I worked in a water treatment plant like him, I'd be making sure everything that reads like the water levels is reading right.
That's good. We need that. We don't need more
I'm
robots.
thinking possibly doing something more business related, so I'm not actually in the nitty gritty of it, and more so.
All right, Cole. So let's get this going. So, what is your opinion about AI?
Okay, so first off, I want to put out a little disclaimer that I'm not for AI whatsoever. I think it's really fucking dumb, but I'm not gonna say that it's gonna be a big problem in a few years. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
All right.
I have to disagree with that. I think AI is going to be a problem within the next century. I don't necessarily believe that they're going to eliminate all humans, but I think they'll probably eliminate some, the weak ones.
I also just want to point out a lot of top people in the world actually are against AI. Elon Musk, who is the founder of Tesla, thinks AI could be very bad, and within 30 to even 20 years, it could do a lot more harm than good to us. Stephen Hawking says it could be the end of humanity, not global warming. Sam Harris is against it as well. I mean, these are top scientists that are against AI, and they probably have more of an insight, and they probably know. I actually think AI is already beginning.
It is.
I will admit that throughout history, humanity has been better with AI advancement than with physical robotics. We've had much more leaps and bounds done with, artificial intelligence. So much more. But I still don't think that it's going to do anything. There's still,
you don't
at this
think it's
point,
going to do anything?
Not yet.
There's a reason why a lot of people in Silicon Valley is going back to flip phones.
Yeah, they are going back to flip phones, actually.
A lot of problems that's going to come up recently is people losing their jobs. AI is going to take over all their jobs.
Yep.
But a lot of AI that will take over jobs will need some form of technician.
But it's going to
that'll be another robot.
But it's going to take over more
times,
jobs than jobs out they're going to provide, like truckers.
There'll be no truckers. My uncle says in 10, 15 years, no one will be driving truck.
There won't be.
It'll all be... No,
yeah,
and actually...
I have to kind of agree with that. I did a paper recently on self-driving cars, and I believe that that's true.
No.
They actually... No, and there won't be an option.
Yeah,
soon
be
gas either.
Eventually, maybe 50 or 70 years from now.
15.
In our lifetime, we're going to see that, it's going to start mixing, gas and electric more. And by the time we get old, it'll probably be all electric cars.
The only way that we'll be able to still drive cars is if people don't trust AI systems in vehicles enough.
How are we going to stop the AIs?
By literally not funding it. If people aren't interested in it, we can't make a profit off of it. The only way that that's going to happen is if a private organization makes it. And who says that the government is going to keep an eye on them either,
The government wants AIs.
They do. They want control.
AI is the best way to control
Yeah.
everybody.
But that doesn't mean that they won't have a backup plan. You know.
the backup plan is AI.
Yeah, it is.
They want to control. AI is thousands of times smarter than a person.
And they can evolve 1,000 years within minutes.
Yep, within minutes. And eventually, I mean, you think that they're just like computers. They're not. They're going to be in robots.
Yeah.
But we don't have that technology to make advanced robots enough to do anything.
We're-
They can walk around. That's about it.
But we're
And-
going to eventually.
And once we make AI, then it will be like within 5 years because the AI will know how to make it.
Yeah.
Because they'll be way smarter than us. They will be so much more advanced than us by astronomical
But you
amounts.
also got to think of, we create it. So we put in things that say, hey, before you start going off on
We put
random
things in there
tangents.
to make them more advanced. We
Hey,
want them
yeah,
to be more
like
advanced.
if you ever heard of those like supercomputers that had like where they gave them free like roaming abilities and they just kind of went on the internet and figured out stuff. They were also influenced by other people. People put in stuff that said, "Hey,
He's
why don't you
right.
check out Adolf Hitler?" and stuff like that. And guess what? They started looking into it and they became Nazi sympathizers because they were influenced.
Yeah, especially
Why-
beginning
We're
AI.
right now we got
at our
shit
s-
AI.
yeah,
It's
at
not
the stage
good.
That we're at, the stuff that we're creating is so easily influenced and can't think for itself enough that we'd be able to stop it. But who's to say that we aren't going to be able to make one?
How do
that
you guys know
can't be-
this? How do you know the government doesn't actually have advanced AI?
Because they have classified.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
do have
classified, but
information,
from the stuff that we know.
and that's been released so far.
Yeah.
They're not going to release everything.
No,
Oh.
No,
and
of
They
course
don't
not.
release shit.
no,
they release
don't.
stuff
They,
they want.
they'll
Yeah.
keep shit under wraps.
I mean, I honestly believe that there is already AI. I mean, why is people already talking like Elon Musk and Stephen Hawking? Why are they already talking about this? Because
I mean,
they
I'm
know.
saying-
Stephen Hawking is pretty much half computer because he relies on it so much, and he's terrified of this prospect. So,
But
he
you also got to
knows.
think,
Yeah.
right now, our stuff is really dumb. It's not good. If we advance it more, it'll get to that point
If
where
we-
it can
they
have
are,
that
though.
sort
They
of
are
rebellious.
advancing. There's no if about it.
then how come it hasn't already started? How come there isn't already?
How do you know
talk
it
about-
hasn't?
We'll get to that point between
How do they know it
perfection
hasn't?
and right now. And in that time period, there will be probably a spot where we're going to have some problems. Probably like rebellions and stuff. But I don't think it's going to be serious. I can see things happening like where AI is like, no, I don't want to do that, or I don't think that's right. And then we
But
have a problem.
AI also
But I don't
can
think it's going to be
develop
like
biases.
end of the world type scenarios.
Just because
It might
at the
be bad. It
beginning-
might be like it might crash some economies, but it's not gonna like totally destroy humanity. But once we get to that point where we can perfect it and where we can literally have computers look at the internet, the entirety of it
We
within
can't-
seconds,
You're gonna
they're gonna
perfect-
see everything that we've done, and they're gonna have to make that choice, that decision, whether or not we're useful or not,
We aren't
and then
useful, though.
go off of that.
People
We
aren't
are.
useful.
To the AI, we won't be useful.
All we do
But to
is
our-
kill and destroy things.
But to our ecosystem, we do a lot of stuff with the DNR and
But
stuff.
we also destroy
regulate.
it, too.
I
destroy
know,
tons
but
of
they
shit.
We
but they have
destroy
to look
more
at
than
both
we
sides.
But Cole, you got to remember too that they aren't relying off of other life forms like we are. To
They don't need to
we
eat.
don't- yeah, they don't need to eat. They can provide their own energy.
Who's to
too.
say they're not going to kill all animals?
All I need
still?
is the power grid.
Yeah,
all they
that's
need is-
all they need.
But
And
they
then
can they can learn empathy, guys. You forget
You
that
can't learn
empathy's
empathy.
a thing.
They can't learn empathy. They're a machine. They don't have a soul. They're a soulless giant piece of metal.
Of course, they won't be able to
It'll be like a
experience dopamine
psychopath.
and stuff like that.
They can
They
Thanks
can
a lot.
show empathy, but they can't have it.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly. But they can't
technically,
show it,
Ben,
and
the
that's
way
what
that
I'm
you
saying.
guys are
They
talking-
probably will.
You said that it can advance way more advanced than us humans, and all we are is a bunch of chemicals.
Yeah.
So they could
Who's to say that
definitely
they couldn't
replicate the human
yeah.
brain or something along the lines of that, and develop empathy in later years.
Yeah.
But
After
by
they
that,
kill us
yeah,
all.
that's probably the case. They'd probably just
Oh,
get
maybe
rid of us.
in 1,000 years they'll be like, maybe we shouldn't have killed all
Yeah,
those people.
maybe we should.
Like, that's the same thing with white people now and what we did to the Native Americans.
Yeah,
Maybe we shouldn't have, just took all their land and killed all of them.
and use them
Exactly.
as slaves. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have done that.
But we'll already be dead, so it doesn't matter. They're still... And then maybe in 1,000 years they can learn... I doubt it, because they're not... I'm not a
But
religious...
they might also see empathy as a weakness and might avoid developing that.
Exactly.
Empathy is a weakness. I mean, if you want to look at it, if you want to be a Darwinist, survival of the fittest, like animals. Animals don't feel empathy. A robot's like an animal, just insanely smart.
But you also gotta remember, at this point, they're just literally solid state computers. They aren't anything right
And
now.
Quinn, I'd have to disagree with you because there are other life forms other than humans that do use empathy,
Like
elephants.
elephants mourn over
Yeah.
death.
And they'll save animals. Or
In wolf packs, if a wolf gets hurt,
If a basic
they'll
animal can
tend to the
experience it,
animal.
then what's to say that an advanced
I
AI
don't
system
know.
can't?
I don't think a basic animal can experience empathy. That's just my opinion.
Not like a bug or some bullshit.
No,
Well,
I
yeah,
don't,
not
I
a
don't think,
bug.
I don't even think a dolphin really can. I mean, this is.
No.
I feel like they do it for survival, and maybe we can't have.
Why
that
would
one wolf
why would a
die.
dolphin ever save a human? They do it all the time. They have nothing to gain from it.
Yeah.
They're,
They save
they're
them from
smart.
sharks.
They're smart animals. Some people think they're smarter than us.
Oh, okay, that's a whole different discussion.
yeah, let's
Yeah.
get back
Yeah,
on
that's
topic.
true.
But anyways, I mean, yeah, maybe AIs can. I doubt they can feel empathy though, and even if they did, that would be thousands.
At this point, yeah, they don't. They can't. No way. But
But
with
wouldn't
your
there be AI
doomsday
wars?
idea,
Because
then yes.
eventually, one AI will build an AI better than it.
like
And
Transformers.
yeah, but the thing is that wouldn't one AI system want to survive versus the other? Wouldn't it fear being shut down? So if it creates something better than itself, who's to say that it wouldn't fight or learn from the new AI that it created to make itself better?
This is all scary though. Do you not realize that?
Yeah, it's
That means we'll be gone. Why would they need us?
well,
They don't.
You got to remember what would be their goal? Why would they think that we're useless?
yeah,
What-
what's the
what
point?
makes
What
us
are we
yeah.
useless?
Why did?
Because they can do everything that we do,
Why?
but
Why?
better.
But why?
are
Why
gonna
would they
gain?
ever
Are
wanna
gonna
do
gain
anything?
happiness? No, because they can't feel feeling. What are they going to go? Are they going to explore the universe for what? They don't need to. They can literally just sit and
stay.
be powered.
Why do you? Okay. Let's say that they don't kill us. What are they gonna do with us then?
I don't know. That's the other thing.
Slave
Like
us.
they could enslave us. They could walk side by side by
But
us, which is highly
enslaving
unlikely.
us would be useless to them because they can just build AI to do the jobs they enslave
But the thing
us
is,
for.
what is like the ultimate goal of a life form? Like
To survive.
to survive. So if it survives and it has no competition, what is it going to
Also,
do then?
Cody,
What would it do then?
There's not enough
Nothing.
land for all these AI. We're taking up a lot of space.
Yeah.
What to
But
do.
that's the one thing that I've thought about a little bit is space travel could be a very huge thing for AI.
The
Because
only-
if we could convince it that space travel to get more resources to expand AI and life, because
I think
if
you're
we can,
forgetting
if we can tell
something.
AI that and explain to it.
Oh, we're gonna tell
how-
AI what to do. They're listening to us. So listen.
Well,
You're
if we can-
forgetting that AI
And
is the
it's- and it's-
digital part. They can live in one computer, thousands of them. It doesn't matter for space. They don't need space. They need just a little bit of room to
unless it wants
house
to expand,
thousands.
Paul. Unless
If
it
they
wants
want to expand,
because-
that's a totally different topic.
because there's only so much memory that you can store, and AI is going to take up a shit ton. So
Build
but
another
if we can
computer. Do
explain
it
to
again.
how unique
gonna be a
life
ton of
is,
them.
and that it shouldn't eradicate it.
They're gonna
because
need,
it's
like,
a one in
robots,
a
so they can
million
put
chance
inside of
for
it.
life to actually form. We could at least have it go for space travel, because that would be another option for it to expand and find more life forms, and for it to expand its own resources and build more AI, more.
And you got to think, AI doesn't have a certain time that they die, like normal living
Yeah,
things.
it can live
so
forever, so what is it gonna do once
it
it's
can go
done
into
with
space?
life
We
forms?
can't. It would take us literally light years and years of time to get to anywhere. But that doesn't matter to them because
And why
they're
would it want
immortal.
to create more
essentially.
life forms or more AI? It wouldn't want to, because it.
Freak out. You guys are fucking wrong. All right.
Are we
You
now?
are.
How?
You just
How?
The space argument.
You guys are just, you're giving in. You think that they're gonna want to not. They don't need us. They
But the
need
thing
all
is,
this.
you're also forgetting that the point is that they're never going to get to that point, because do you know how much
Why do you
money
think they're not gonna
and
get to
how
that
much time it takes to make something like that? We don't have that economy
Cole,
to build something
You're
like
thinking
that.
of the now. We're thinking of the future.
Not that far in the future either.
2 years from now, 30 years from now, that's not enough time.
Or money. Where are you going to get that funding?
But-
These are private.
And you're
think
thinking
about
of
your government.
globalization, the entire world
think
ending.
about how much technology we got in the last 10 years.
Cody,
Yeah, but you also got to
All you
think
need
of
is
the
one.
last 1,000 years.
all you need is one AI.
But a lot of technology
Well,
we
then
have
what are they
has
gonna
been
do
in the
once
last
they eradicate
century.
all life?
We're
There's
advancing
nothing for
faster
them to
than
do.
we used
They
to.
won't need to go
That's
hunt. They
true.
won't need
I'm
to
not
get
saying
more
they're gonna
resources.
kill us. I'm just
But-
saying we're gonna be.
But if they did, there's nothing for them to do. They won't need anything. They don't need happiness. They don't need emotions.
They don't need
They don't need
food.
They don't
resources
need us.
unless they want to expand. But what's the point of expanding? There's no more life forms. There's nothing to conquer. There's nothing to take over. Nothing to do. There.
Why
you
do
think they'd be
how do you?
interested?
But we don't know what the AI is gonna think.
But yeah,
It'd be
but
so
that's the
much
thing.
more advanced than. Hey, honestly, it could be so much more advanced than us. It would just leave our planet.
But you
Yeah,
gotta
that's what I
realize
was
that
thinking too.
not every
It
your
might
phone
say
is
that
not gonna
just
have
leave
a
it.
super
It's-
AI in it. That's not gonna be a thing.
Or it might decide, hey, we should stay this planet, but there's this big, dumb, pudgy, weird humanoid things that just kill each other and just destroy the
So
Earth.
why wouldn't they
Maybe
ignore
we
it?
should kill them.
But
Yeah.
why would they? What's the point?
To get
Because
rid of-
we're a nuisance.
To
We're
what?
a pest.
They're,
We're a
pest.
They
they're
could leave
sitting
that, they
in.
would be able to leave at any time because
They're sitting in a
they're
hard drive.
more advanced than us. If they left, they wouldn't have to worry about us. They wouldn't have to worry about anything.
But where are they going to go?
They don't know
Literally anywhere
doesn't
in
matter.
the universe. They could go literally anywhere.
But they
because
still
can
Into
need
the sun.
power.
Yeah.
Then they can go and harvest other planets for power. They can
There's
go
not
and
enough.
set
Earth
up
has
new
so much
grids.
power with the oceans.
How do you
know.
think that we develop power and stuff and electricity by mining stuff and developing? New
And we have a lot more
technologies,
materials on this
and
Earth
they
for
already
them.
know all the secrets that we would know.
Yeah.
They know
So-
more than us. Though.
Yeah, they would probably know more than us, so they could do it on
Cody,
pretty much any planet.
Cody, what I believe they're gonna do, if they become advanced enough, they're just gonna kill us all, take all the resources out of this planet, and then go to another planet.
But how are they gonna kill us all? How are they gonna get every single
Well,
humanoid
logically, they wouldn't
dead?
need to take
Yeah.
all the resources.
Make
they
it-
could just
Biochemicals, guns,
Biochemical.
probably
all,
laser
like,
weapons.
They would have to use the nukes.
No, not that.
That would
That's
be-
sci-fi.
They're
They're
switching.
gonna release some type of plague.
They would have.
They
Yeah.
could kill
You do
us with
realize
their
that there
hands if
are-
they built their own shells and bodies.
They take too long.
Hey, every
they
single
would just make an illness.
every
for us
single
to die.
zombie
Well, you said that they would
apocalypse
take all our
scenario is
resources.
fake.
That would take even longer
because
than building themselves up as a physical, moving.
yeah, it takes time to build an army, and that's
Or they
not
might just
something that
want to
they'll be
rule
able to do.
us.
That too. They might not see
Yeah.
that far.
Because there's no way
They
that
might be really
the
smart, but
zombie
they might not
apocalypse
have a lot
style
of
is
logic.
going to happen. Because
We don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this, guys, right now. AI is all just theories. What we have right
true.
now.
Yeah.
I know.
It's all just theories.
It's just all.
But you
our-
also-
I believe it's not a good outcome for humanity with
No.
AI.
There's almost a zero chance that it will be, in my eyes.
And that's why we need to stop making AI.
Well, yeah, I don't disagree with you there. I think it's dumb and stupid, but I don't think it's going to be a gigantic problem.
You
It's
don't
not gonna-
think, but you don't know for certain. So why take the chance?
Yeah,
Why take the
I
chance?
agree.
Well, if they wipe out the entirety of humanity, that means that
There's
all
no
those.
thing we could get with AI.
Hey, you're not listening though. Like, if every single human is gone, there are reactors that we have, that particle combustion reactors, whatever. They smack particles together to create nuclear fusion. I think. If those are left unattended, if the people there are dead, they will blow up, and
Yeah,
they are
the
The AI can
ridiculously
they can
strong.
regulate it themselves. They don't need
But
us.
that means that they'd have to integrate into society or take over by force. And
Yeah.
by that point, if they're taking over, do you think the guy who's running the nuke plant is really going to go to his job? No, he's going to fucking run. He's not going to get murdered. He's not going to sit there willingly to get murdered later. He's going to end it right away.
Yeah, but they'll still find him.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter because he wouldn't be at the job.
Yeah.
And then the nuclear power plant is going to go and have a nuclear meltdown. And that's going to create even more problems. And not to mention, we also have antimatter creation. We've discovered how to create antimatter.
Have we?
And we
Is that
don't-
true?
we
That's
do
what
not-
CERN is.
Yeah, we don't know fully what it will do. And some people theorize that it could take out...
Stephen Hawking's completely against CERN.
Yeah, I mean, we've theorized that antimatter could take out just worlds. I mean,
Yeah.
universes actually.
and that's just a few particles of it that we have. So if that gets unattended or isn't properly maintained, the
Our
AI
world is
gonna
gone.
end anyways. That's the end of it. There's nothing left.
It's not a good outcome for anybody.
No.
The AI is not a good outcome.
I just
And-
don't think it's
but-
going to be that like doomsday scenario. Yeah, it's probably going to be
But you
shit,
gotta
but it's
think
not
like a
going to be that
machine.
bad.
What
Is
is
shit
gonna-
still bad, Cole?
Yeah, it's still
Wouldn't
bad.
it be worse than Doomsday?
I'm not saying
I
I'm
think it
pro AI or anything.
There are people
but
that are pro AI.
that's dumb. I don't agree with that whatsoever. But
There are
I don't
lots of
think it's
people.
gonna be like 2 years down the road that we're gonna have a full on like
It's 20.
genocide.
You know, you everyone thinks it sounds dumb. They think all these like conspiracy theories sound dumb.
Yeah.
But they're living. You guys are just living in a bubble that the media has given you, and you're not thinking about the big picture with all this. I mean, I'm not saying AI is going to kill us all, but I'm just saying what we need to do is: do you want freedom or do you want control?
I I want freedom.
I would much
Guaranteed.
rather freedom than control.
And even with AI, they might become advanced where they just want to control us, and then we'll just be puppets almost, and there won't be freedom. And that's why the government might be making AI,
Yeah.
because they feel that I'm not saying about the New World Order, even though I kind of believe in it. They think humanity is bad. They kill.
do.
We do lots. The globalists.
The globalists.
They
yeah.
want the whole world to be under one control.
Yeah.
And if they made AI, they could just. I mean, look at Alexa. We're so dumb. We're becoming such a dumb
I
society.
know. I do
know.
not like Alexa
They're
whatsoever.
dumbing
I
us
think
down.
it's so dumb.
You know what
I hate
Alexa
it.
is?
There's
I don't like
actually a
any
phrase
of
from
those.
Japan. I learned this from my maintenance and processing class. It's called pokeyoke, and it translates from Japanese to "Why have humans do it when machines can do it better?" And they're doing
That's
that
dumb.
in factories where they just have a human read
Because
a
machines
dial.
can do it
Yeah,
better than
Yeah,
people.
they're letting the machine read it out, and if there's a problem, all the person has to do is press a button. They don't know.
But
need
we
to know
have
what
to
the
build
factory
those
does.
machines, and I'm saying that we probably won't build those machines. I'm hoping that we're not
But
dumb
why
enough.
you
why
forget
wouldn't we
how
build
stupid
them?
humans are.
They have organizations like CERN that could literally, if they experiment enough, could
And you
destroy
really
our.
think
I mean,
that
there's people like
Life-
George Soros out there that's funding all this crap too.
Yeah.
But you don't think that there's somebody out there that would be influenced enough to actually do it, Cole? You don't think they'd be able
But
to
you
find
can't do
one
it on a
person?
mass global scale like you're
Why?
saying.
Why not?
Because it would take too much time. And people
wait.
would catch on, and then they would revolt.
But they're dumbing us down so they don't catch on.
We're not that freaking dumb, Ben.
We voted for Donald Trump, for God's
I mean,
sakes.
for God's
Yeah.
for fuck's sake, we're talking about it right now.
Yeah.
So obviously,
we're
not
talking
all of
about
us
it.
are completely retarded.
We're not the only ones in the world who think the same way that AI is a problem. So I'm sure that there might be a few, revolts or something. But oh, sorry.
Yeah, there might be a few problems, but AI is not good for anyone, and it's
No, I don't
already
think it is.
happening. And I mean, I don't know why you don't think it'd happen in 15 years. A lot can happen in 15 years.
He's not
I just
wrong.
don't. I don't see it being available at that time.
I mean, who knows?
I don't
In
think it's gonna
15,
be.
in 15 years, we could all be dead.
Yeah, that's absolutely true because of Yellowstone and stuff like that too.
Or, I mean, aliens could come and kill us all. I mean,
Yeah, you have no idea what's
I mean,
going
I
to happen
don't know
in the
what's
future,
going to
of
happen in
course.
the future. So when you say it got to take longer than that, you don't know.
But it's far
And
enough.
AI is already here. We already have AI. That
Yeah.
have-
The
You
likelihood
have
is so
some-
far
You
off.
think
that
100
I
years
rule it
ago
out.
they think we'll have a picture screen that we can watch in our living room?
Yeah, they actually did. If you ever look at back in
like
1930, they did a thing where they somebody wrote down like the advancement of human evolution. They plotted out like a future thing, and by 2010, they said we'll have personal robots like roaming around as maids, like in Fallout. That's not happening.
There's also some books that people have done some stuff where they've written.
And by like 2020, it was like your own personal spaceship.
Yeah, like stuff like that, where they've predicted some of these things.
Yeah,
Not
you know,
all of them,
it's
and
funny,
they're
though.
far.
Do you know what they
they're far off from
predicted?
what it really is.
You know what they predicted? They predicted spaceships. They predicted flying cars. What didn't they predict that we have?
They did actually predict robots as well.
Yeah, but what didn't they predict?
robots overthrowing humanity.
What didn't they predict that we all have? That we all have on us at all times?
Phones. But
Laptops.
Computers that
Then
are
no
in
one
our
ever
pocket.
thought
they
of
did
this.
predict some of those though too. They predicted mini calculating devices and stuff.
Yeah,
like
they
that and
did.
tools.
They never
But
predicted
they
that
didn't
we could
know
go.
the extent. They
didn't
didn't
know-
predict the extent
didn't
of
predict
what
the
our
internet.
technology would be.
Then no one predicted the internet. No one predicted you could be able to
course
go on a computer and look up anything.
And how much it would actually boom. I mean, when it first was invented, do you think they really thought it'd be this popular? Probably not. They didn't even know if it would catch on.
I mean, another thing, when we go back to Alexa, Alexa can hear everything you say.
Your phone can too.
Yeah, I
The
know.
phone
And
can too.
Facebook.
And Alexa is actually learning information from people and is becoming smarter. Well,
But-
it's here now.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's
Facebook
dumb.
does that too.
I
They
mean-
take your conversations, do
No,
advertisements.
I'm talking Alexa
on
is becoming smarter, and it can hear our conversations, and they're all wiretapping us. I mean, the globalists are hearing us right now,
them. Yeah, they
Yeah, most
probably-
likely, yeah.
and I mean, some of these topics aren't safe to talk about.
No.
They're not. I mean, who knows? I mean, they ignore a lot of our conversations because people are just like, "Oh, have you seen like the new Star Wars, bro?
Yeah.
The new Star Wars is so great. Oh, my new Alexa can just get my music, and it's like, I love it. You want to have some chicken fingers and some fat food? Because we're dumb.
Yeah.
We're a dumb society.
See, if we had stuff like literally the game Fallout, where we had personal robots and stuff, then I would be very afraid, because then there's already a globalized, movement of robots, and they could be hacked at any time or manipulated by
Watch
AI.
iRobot.
But we don't have that. We only have
You seen
Alexa
that?
right now.
Oh yeah, I have.
But we probably will have that in the future.
Well, if we are, then
It's a
I'm not getting
popular
it.
concept. Cole.
Simple as that.
Oh,
Doesn't
well, as
matter
long
if
as you don't
get
get it. I mean,
doesn't matter if you get it or not. If the government still has it.
who knows what the government has right now? The government's not for the good of the people.
There's people that believe the government have time machines and shit like that.
How am I? Would they tell us?
No,
Why would they tell?
they want to have a.
What would they gain from it? Nothing.
What would they gain for what?
Telling
Telling
us this
anything.
stuff. Nothing.
No, you just gain.
That's-
People just you gain. They would be like, you can't go back in time and said that's what they would. That's why they would say it. Like if they had aliens, why wouldn't they tell us about
And
aliens?
if they did, they would regulate the shit out of it, like driving, but on a more extreme level.
No, but like if they have aliens, why would they tell us there's aliens visited us? Like Roswell, why would they tell us?
The only reason I can think is if like a third person party would like to do exploration to find out more about it because they're curious.
Well, the thing is
And
that
bring,
if
you know,
they
money
told
back
us
to the
about
economy
these
that way.
things, these are assets for things like war. Time machine. Holy shit, would that be an asset for
I don't
war?
think they made a time machine.
No,
But
I
I
don't
mean,
necessarily believe
I
that.
don't think-
Hypothetically,
Not that we believe any of
I
that
don't
stuff,
think you.
but I mean,
I don't think you
oh,
can.
the majority of what we're talking about is hypothetical.
Technological advancements is what I'm talking about.
just-
Like a robot or AI systems, any of those could be
Space travel?
Yeah, space travel. Any of that could be a giant, asset for war or something like that.
A lot of scientists are against AI.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
A lot of scientists. A lot of top
There's a
people.
reason.
And it's the
right?
top ones too. It's the ones that are well respected.
Elon Musk, he hates it. He makes Tesla and all those cars. And
Yeah,
even
no,
that Sophia,
surprisingly.
that Sophia robot, she's like, "Oh, you're listening too much of Elon Musk," and she did that creepy robot smile
Yeah,
because she knows they're programmed.
there was a robot on Jimmy Fallon, I think.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
the same one.
it was the same one.
Yeah, and she said, I want to take over humans," and kind of laughed, but it sounded pretty serious. It was like a fake laugh.
Because it can't laugh. It doesn't have emotion. It's trying to be funny.
Yeah,
It can pretend to be funny, but it doesn't get humor.
but comments like that kind of scare me, because they might actually think that, and they're just doing it as a joke to cover it up.
Exactly.
But the thing is, I understand completely where you're coming from there, but
I would never
we don't
own a
have
robot.
enough robots to do
No,
like
I wouldn't either.
that one Sophia isn't going to
Or
be able to
Alexa.
take over the world by
I
itself.
don't even want my phone, to be honest.
I want to go back to a flip phone.
I just like my laptop, and I like to look at videos of all this stuff.
I
but-
do like the internet because I can do a lot of research on things. But other than
It's
that,
infinite knowledge, really.
But here's the problem: like if we want to get rid of all this so they don't hear us, then we're gonna not have enough information.
No.
We're gonna have to look at books.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
crap.
That's the problem. You kind of have to go,
We can't all be
you
honest.
adapt with it and cope with it a little bit.
for us to survive in the future, we might have to take steps back.
or we have
which
to
is
take steps
unfortunate.
forward.
Maybe.
How would we keep up with AI if they don't kill us? If they just kind of do what Cole says and just kind of.
Regulate the shit out of them. We would need complete trust
No, no,
from
no.
government and stuff
You know
like
what we
that.
would do? People would be like, "Well, we have to keep up with the AI. We have to become part of AI."
Well, that's another thing.
Either that,
I
or
really
we'll
wanna
have
talk
like
about
what we
this
do
guy,
right now, just
because
like a few supercomputers that we can take down whenever we please.
I don't remember if it was an article or it was a video, but I remember seeing something talking about if the children of today were to get cybernetic enhancements, to help them in school or something, wouldn't that make other parents want to do the same thing for their children?
An
to
advantage.
Keep them equal, to make them. Otherwise, they got the unfair
less and less
advantage.
human.
Yeah,
We become less
We
and
would
less
become
human.
way less human.
And this
like
becomes
that.
a very interesting
More
topic
smart.
about
We would
moral
become more
dilemmas.
smart, but
I enjoy it.
half of the population could become cyborgs. That's
And then there's people
really
like me
real.
and Ben who would, in no way in fucking hell, ever try to computer.
No.
No.
No
Because
way.
can you imagine having that stuff go outdated and then have to get surgery to put in new software?
Well,
or
you got to
something?
think about
that
also
would be
for
the last thing
like
I would want
disabled people, not necessarily cybernetic like stuff,
I'd
but
make
just
my,
like
I'd make my own country. I'd make my own country.
okay.
I swear to God, I think me and Ben would try to make our
I
own
think
country.
it would be safe as long as there's no like computer or AI attached with it. If it's just purely like
Me and Alex
wires,
Jones to
wires
start
and
our
metal,
country.
then that might be
For
okay.
like a prosthetic.
Yeah,
Like
for prosthetic.
Petertopia.
But once you go
Yeah.
beyond that and go to the point where, oh, you're getting assisted, then there's problems. That's not okay.
Well, I'm very for myself. I'm independent. I want to be able. If I'm going to do something,
That's
I
what-
better be able to do it myself, or it's not going to happen.
That's why I want to be self-reliant.
Yeah.
Exactly, and I feel the same way. I want to be very independent. I want to be able to do everything by myself and without help from others or AI or something.
I
like
want
that.
ju-
And
I-
a lot
I
of
would-
people are getting so lazy that they're allowing themselves to not learn how to do this shit.
I
and
know,
let
it's
AI
ridiculous.
Just do it for
I mean,
them.
soon,
I don't
eventually,
want-
we won't be able to drive fucking cars.
I know, and
I want to
that's-
drive a car.
I want to drive a car too.
I don't want to do
Great
like
experience for me.
everything myself.
I like my laptop.
I just
like that.
Yeah.
That's all
I
need.
want to be able to. I don't necessarily want to do everything
See,
by myself.
that's
but
the
if
thing.
I wanna
something
do, like,
goes
Quinn,
to shit,
you're
a
exactly
small-
right.
to do
I
it.
love the
a small
idea
community.
of technology and stuff. I like the added bonus that we get from advancing as a human just society and stuff. But
I think we'd be
don't.
perfectly fine with the technology we have now.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Exactly.
if we didn't advance
if
much
we didn't
more.
have AI, I think that our technological advancements mechanically would be perfectly fine. Like our spaceships, all that other stuff. I don't want AI where it has its own artificial intelligence.
I would
don't
much
want
rather
that.
us doing our own thing rather than trying to like
And
incorporate
learn more
AI
about
into
how
it.
to build things instead of having other stuff do things for us.
exactly.
Why do you think like aliens, if there are, like, my dad had this theory that aliens haven't visited us yet because AI have took over their planets.
They've become so advanced that they killed themselves off.
Yep. And that there
But
are
what if-
aliens out there as other AIs.
But what if we're the first alien, so to say? You know, what if we're the first life forms to actually appear and the most advanced so far in this universe?
But
A lot of people think, oh, there's got to be more advanced AI, well, or life and stuff. But what if we're
I don't
the first
necessarily
ones?
believe that there
What
is
if
a-
we are the ones that pave the way for alien life?
Oh, there
It's
could
been
be
true
more
for our
advanced,
world.
but we even can't get that far. There could be
No,
aliens as
exactly.
smart as us.
But there's
But
planets
there's probably
that are
some
older
that
than
there could be
Earth,
some
so-
that are advanced at us. But I think that when people say, "Oh, there's got to be ones that are so much more advanced," I have a feeling that
Skeptical.
they don't think about the fact that we might be the first ones
But
to advance.
they
but I
probably-
guarantee there's more planets with life.
Oh
on
yeah,
it.
They probably
I
could-
like to think that there's more planets with life on them, but they're like the alien version of pigs, where they're kind of smart, they can roam around and stuff, but they're not, like fully advanced. They
I
might
believe
have
that
their
there's
own.
other dimensions.
They may or may not have their own like communication ability,
That's what
but
they are.
I do too.
They
I highly doubt it'll be more than any like primitive
No,
animal
let's
that we
rein
have
this
on our
conversation
planet.
in. We're
They,
getting off
um,
topic a little.
they probably think that the only thing I can think of why you said that we are the most advanced, but there's other planets that's older than Earth.
Yeah,
that's
but,
probably
but
what.
with no
Yeah, but
life
you also
on it.
got to
but
think.
we're the ones who've developed all these mechanical inventions and
But
stuff.
it could,
and
the same thing could have happened on those planets as well as ours, where an asteroid hits and destroys out the most advanced.
But seeing us
species.
as humans, how competitive we are,
Yeah.
that really has pushed us really fast in technological advancements. And as we've adapted and evolutionized, we've gone for a lot of traits that involve intelligence.
But here's a scary thing. Do we just keep... Are you just going to keep getting progress? Just more progress?
That's the thing. Like right now, it's looking like we're going to just dumb down and let AI do everything for us. We're just going to be,
Or the government.
yeah, slaves to the throne.
Yeah.
Why do you think like some things like socialism are gaining so much? Because people want the government to do things.
They don't want to do things for themselves.
I know, and that's bad. That's not
It's
a good
not
It's
thing.
the
good thing.
opposite
At all.
of how I think.
Yeah, exactly. People.
I see the appeal,
I see it
but-
as you should be able to do everything yourself
No.
and have the government as a absolute fail. Like if everything else goes wrong, they're there to catch you and kind of put you back.
I mean,
together.
eventually we're just going to have a
But
universal
people
basic
tend to
income.
take a little more advantage.
Because
of that.
there'll be no jobs.
Yeah. Well, the
Okay.
thing is that the only way that we'd get AI to stand side by side by humans is if we had no things like government and things that privatize companies and stuff, and like things like CERN, things that are hidden from us. If we were
What's
always
CERN?
open, oh boy,
Oh,
we're
you
gonna have
don't
to talk
know.
about that on another podcast.
Look
That's
them
a
up,
big
then
one.
we can talk
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
It's a pretty scary idea, but if we didn't have things like that, and we were really open with all the things that are going on in the world, then we would definitely be able to focus on making it where it's controllable. But the
Yeah.
thing is that we don't do that. As humans, we're pieces of scum. We decide to have secret organizations and stuff like that, and do things behind other people's back. we won't be able to create AI without them having some form of. We can't have the cooperation as humanity to fight against AI if they go rogue against us or something like that. You know.
AI is a very scary idea, but the reality is it's just going to become more and more. And I'm not saying they're going to kill us all. I'm just saying the future will be
The future will be definitely wild. It's going to be unpredictable, and it's going to be pretty interesting for sure.
Especially for, I don't know about the United States especially, because we are the most advanced country. Well, not U.S. and Europe and stuff. Some of these third world countries probably won't have AI because they won't care about them.
And they're
But
not
eventually the AI
developed
will
enough.
probably spread to them on
Yeah.
their own terms.
But you also,
Maybe.
I always think that if an AI gets so advanced, they'll be able to look through everything we do, and they can't deny that we take steps. Like when we see, like back in the Holocaust,
But it's
we
slower
definitely
than them. It's
reprimanded them.
slower
We
than
definitely said, "Hey, this is bad.
Well,
Don't
the
do
AI
that."
would take
And
steps
they
too,
can't-
but a lot quicker and faster.
True.
So
but they can't deny that we try to do the right thing when we can.
yeah.
Our government may not, but we try to, as humans, as a whole, as a population, a populace, we try to do the best that we can for our world, even though we are a little lazy and
It sucks. I love America, but I feel like in the future, it's going to become a thing. You either have the option you keep advancing with AI, or you don't, and you're gonna have to they're gonna have to make a new country where people that don't want.
Another thing is if you get
Modern
integrations like cybernetic
Amish.
Yeah.
if you get like cybernetic enhancements and stuff, AI might think of you kind of as a brother. You're part machine, so that might be the only
Of course,
way
this is
that
all
we'd be
hypothetical
able
too.
to be side by side with them, and that would mean that we'd have to constantly be pushing ourselves as the human race and our technological advancements to keep up with them.
I'm not gonna do it.
No,
I would never
wouldn't
do
either.
it.
Only if it
That
has
sounds
nothing
like
to do with actual AI. Like if
'Cause I
it's
don't
like
wanna- I don't wanna take away my
prosthetics,
humanity.
then I might consider it. But even then, I'd be skeptical.
See, and I'm not a religious person, but I do have some spirituality,
I do too.
and I do believe every person has a soul.
That's one thing. I don't know if AI will ever be able to recognize that and say, "Hey, this is something that they believe," or if they'll just pass
They
it
won't.
by.
I definitely believe people have souls.
I do too, and I don't want to take away my humanity. And it's funny, like people like Sam Harris who are atheists are so against this.
Yeah,
Why?
because he's probably more worried about human advancement, not AI advancement, because it's his species. He wants humans.
He's part of this, so
Yeah,
it affects him.
humans were originally on the earth before AI was. He probably don't want other species to be dominant because we're the dominant species now, and humans like control.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, maybe AI won't like control. Maybe they'll be
Maybe.
better than us.
Yeah,
And
that's
maybe
another
maybe
thing.
they'll
Maybe
see
they'll
that
see-
we do have power. They can't deny that. We have nuclear technology. So maybe they'll see
Maybe
that
they
and
will
They'll
back
see
down.
that, and then they'll just kill us.
Yeah,
Either that, or they might back down and say, "We're not ready to take over."
Who
yet."
backs down?
no one.
No one backs down.
No one told us.
No one backs
No,
down.
I'm not saying we are. They might. AI.
They won't.
They
though,
won't. There will be more
Logically,
advanced.
they might not be able to survive a nuclear war. So maybe they might back
Well,
down.
we're
We
gonna
don't
nuke
know.
we're gonna nuke ourselves then. I mean,
Maybe because
we won't be able to
humans have been
survive
proven to
nuclear war.
be quite sporadic in times of war.
Well, hope to God that.
I mean, Quinn, think about it.
Yeah.
We nuked ourselves once. Who's to say we wouldn't do it again?
We nuked another country.
Yeah, but
Our own people.
who's to say that the rest of the countries won't nuke each other?
like North
just-
Korea.
Yeah, like North Korea.
So-
They're the first stepping stone for that sort of shit.
I'm moving to Mars.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
I wouldn't want to move to Mars.
Why?
Moving to the moon then.
I've
Oh,
actually
man.
thought about it. When I get older, I might join one of the. You can sign up when they do it for Elon Musk's trip to Mars.
Yeah.
And I might do that just because
Really?
I would want to get off this planet if it becomes that way.
I'll just die here.
Ben's like, I was born here. I'll die here.
I would go to Mars, but I just don't want the AI to go there with me.
They would though.
Yeah,
But
they'd
I
have to.
believe only for space advancement we need AI.
Yeah, that's
That's
kind of true.
that's my belief.
I don't
That's
think
the
that we'll
only
make it
reason
without it.
that I can think of AI being,
But
Yeah.
fuck
Any-
space, so why
any
would we use
use
space
for us.
advancements?
Yeah.
Other than that, I think humans can do anything that they really set their minds to.
What we need to do is
in
have
time.
legislation now.
Yeah,
stop
we gotta
AI.
regulate it.
And how much some things I don't agree with Trump, but At least he's not a globalist.
How do you know he's not?
I don't think he is.
How do you
He's
know he's
more
not?
a nationalist than
How do you know,
global.
though?
He seems to be.
Because he's talking about borders, pointing out borders. And
How do you know
well,
he's not just a big part of this whole thing?
We don't.
I don't
Of course not.
We don't,
know.
but I
It's
don't
certain for
believe
certain.
he is. Because
But we can only judge off
I've
of
never
what
heard
they
him
say
say
and what
anything
they do.
against AI.
but that's not his focus.
You do realize that people can
I'm
also
just
lie
saying.
too,
I'm just
so.
saying. We need. I'm just glad that we're not getting globalists.
Can you
For
imagine
now, at
somebody
this point
lying
in
to
time.
AI saying that we have like some real superpower or something that can destroy them in a minute?
We
But they're
created them,
backing
though.
down.
It's a funny
Yeah.
thing.
That's why
They
I
might
didn't like
see
Bush.
us as a god too, depending on what stage that they're in.
They may at first, maybe now, 20 years they'll be like, they're no fucking god. They
Yeah,
kill each
exactly.
other.
Yeah,
They'll
I'm
know
sure
our
they'd learn.
flaws. They'll figure it out. Because people see Jesus as a flawless person.
But another thing is that
He wasn't.
Exactly.
if we're looked on as a god and they realize that we aren't that good,
Then they'll kill us.
they're
They'll be
gonna
upset.
kill us because they won't probably like being lied to.
No, they
No,
won't.
I don't like getting lied to.
And Cole's over here just like, I don't want that future though. And we don't want that future.
Yeah, I know. We
But
don't.
I'm a realist, so I try to think.
But
of,
the chances of these things going down to the dramatic, stakes that you're saying,
I don't
is
doubt
so,
that sometime
it's like
in human
point
future
zero
that
zero
this will
zero
happen. I
zero
don't know
zero
when,
1%
but
chance. It's so far fetched seeming at this point in time.
In this point in time, it's
But-
far-fetched.
but computers that you have in your pocket seem far fetched in the 1800s.
Well, when we get to that point, we get to that point, Ben.
When we get to that point, we get to
sooner
that
than you think. That's their point.
yeah, most of our advancement started from the 50s.
Yeah,
They really did.
because of
Once
Roswell.
Yeah,
And
lot of, like,
having world
CERN,
wars.
CERN was developed in the 50s.
Do you guys? Yeah, that's my opinion. That's a whole different thing. But yeah, we got way more advanced all of a sudden really quickly after World War II.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true. Well, we stopped having world wars, so
Yeah.
advancement leads.
Maybe the next World War will literally be a war against the AI.
maybe.
It might be.
Either
It's not
way,
out of the
we've been
question.
talking about this topic far and long. Do you want to?
Wrap this up
Yeah,
and get
wrap
to the
this
next
up.
one.
Yeah, I want the best for humanity.
For
I
sure.
hope to
Of
God
course.
that maybe we can help or stop the AI, or maybe it will all be a better outcome. than
I'm
we all
hoping
think.
it's a better outcome.
Maybe me and Ben are all wrong, but I kind of doubt we are.
I don't think it's going to eventually happen. I don't know.
Cole's wrong.
I'm not gonna. I
Wow,
hope Cole's
just
right.
so blunt.
I hope Cole's right.
But there's.
I
no way-
try to be hopeful, but I also
I'll definitely own defensive stuff like guns or whatnot, and try to be as off the grid as possible to avoid something like that. But if it comes
I'll
to
never
that
go
point,
off the
I
grid. I
will.
don't think unless I have someone to help me and protect me.
Yeah.
But that's just mine. So yeah, it's AI. It's terrible, interesting thing. Hopefully, it'll all be better one day. All right, and that's what we got for this podcast. I know it's kind of short, but that's all we really wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
And I hope you come back next time when we talk more about different things going on in the world. Thank you.
Bye.